Listen to the 48 Hours podcast for shocking murder cases and compelling real-life dramas from one of television's most watched true crime shows. Go behind the scenes of each episode with award-winning CBS News correspondents and producers in Postmortem, a weekly deep dive. Listen to 48 Hours wherever you get your podcasts.
Apple Gift Card is a practical gift that unlocks a world of entertainment and fun. You can send it via email or give a physical card to your loved ones. Your friends and family can spend it on their favorite Apple services, including Apple subscriptions. Apple Gift Card can be used to buy all things Apple: products, accessories, apps, games, movies, TV shows, iCloud Plus, and more. Visit apple.com for details and to send Apple Gift Cards to your friends and family this holiday season.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on this tweet that I saw. Now, I had to look this tweet up to see if it was real, and it very well was. It was real. It was a real tweet. And it's something where it's like, I want to overall defend the men under the age of 33, because if you had seen this post at the time, because this was posted some time ago. Like the tweet I just seen today, somebody just recently posted it today, making fun of the person that made the comments. But overall though, like, yeah, this was something that happened like back in 2019. So yeah, I guess if you did see this back in 2019 and it's had a bit of an effect on you, that's why I'm doing this episode, to just let people know it's like, hey, celebrities, I feel like at times they say some old wild stuff, I guess, to get underneath people's skin and stir up some drama, try, I guess, to maybe put themselves in that cancel culture environment and stuff, because they know that it's good for whatever it is that they're doing, whether it's their movies, music, social media engagements, whatever the situation is. I feel that, that's why some famous people, they say some crazy things at times. But anyways, so the talented person, Jennifer Lopez, goes out to say in a dating video, it was, so that, to explain the environment of the video, so I guess she was helping out some girl with her Tinder profile, and I guess like the girl was matching with a lot of guys under the age of 33. And so that's what Jennifer Lopez goes on to say. She says that men under the age of 33 are useless. Now, me being a 27-year-old man, I look at that and I'm like, fam, I don't know what I could have possibly done to be put into that conversation, but it's like, that's some type of stuff where it's like, you go around and you ask people, and my thing is this, like, if I go around and I ask people, I really don't care, how people view me, but if they were to view me as useless, well, I'm like, okay, well, then I'm just going to erase myself from that environment and find myself where it's like I'm more so wanted. But it's like, I don't think nobody wants to be put in that conversation of not feeling wanted, or useless or whatever and stuff. And my thing is this: didn't you do a movie where you was married to a guy? I mean, the movie is fictional, but I'm like, those types of things really be happening. But didn't you do a movie where the guy, I think when I did the math, I don't know what age he was supposed to be portraying in the movie, but when I did the math, at the time, the man was 43 years old. I don't know how old you were when you did that movie, but I'm thinking to myself, like, that man was over the age. And what did you end up doing to him at the end of that movie? You ended up killing him because that man was crazy. So my thing is this: I don't think when it comes to, somebody, I guess, not being fit for a relationship, there ain't really no age, lock on that. It can be a man of age or a man, like at a younger age, or under the age of 33. But it's like, if that man is not equipped for being in a relationship, then that is on that man. But it's like, to look at myself being included in that conversation, because that's overall what it's about, right? It's about dating. And I'm like, my thing is this: what have I done to you to be put in that conversation? That's what I'm more so trying to figure out, because I'm like, last I checked, I ain't never met Jennifer Lopez a day in my life. I don't even think I've had any dreams about Jennifer Lopez. I've seen some movies and listened to some music. That's about it. And I highly doubt Jennifer Lopez has seen anything regarding the name TMossBoss. So at the end of the day, like, that's, and then even talking to other people that want to follow with that message and stuff, have we ever met? Because if not, then it's like, fam, I mean, come on. And then the funny thing about it, right, is that there are so many of my friends where they have freaking married now. They're talking about like they're married right now and stuff, and they're under the age of 33. So it's like, what are you telling their wives and stuff? And are you like, even if they're in relationship and things, but it's like, what are you telling their significant others when they done found happiness? You know, and I think that's overall what it's all about. It's all about finding happiness, but it's like, how am I supposed to find happiness when there's people looking at me or looking at my age before they look at me as a character? I didn't realize my age defined who I was. So that's that type of stuff where it's like, you know, me being 27, how is a 27-year-old supposed to act? You know, and I know that there's people all like, oh, well, you a young and you a kid, so you gonna act like that. How do you know that, though? How do you know that? How do you know if I'm not sitting around worried about, like, oh, how can I start up a business? How can I be, you know, financially set when I'm, like, before I hit my 50s and things? You know, like, all these, like, quote-unquote adult things. How do you know if I'm thinking about that or not? So, like, that's what I mean. Like, if you ain't taking the time to figure out a person, how do you think you supposed to know everything about people in that group? I'm saying, like, it's those types of things where it's like that. It kind of just reminds me of the guy that was joining my Twitch streams, just saying weird stuff all the time. But anyways, I remember there was a day where he goes on to say that he would turn he'll turn somebody down over the color of their skin. And I'm thinking to myself, like, have you met everybody in that particular race? No, you have not. So it's like, how can you come up with that assumption that everybody in that race is bad? And then what's funny is that he's going to try to go out and find a relationship somewhere else. And it's just going to be bad relationship after bad relationship after bad relationship. And not trying to throw no shade at Jennifer Lopez, but it's like, fam, I'm just saying, if I'm going to take relationship advice from somebody, I'm going to take relationship advice from somebody that's been married one time, that's been in one relationship. They found love as soon as they met that person, but not how. Let's just see how many times Jennifer Lopez has been married. And it's like, I'm not trying to throw no shade to Jennifer Lopez, but overall, like, let's just see right now. It's like, you did a movie called The Mother, and I guarantee and I promise you a single mom in that movie. Hold on for a second. Hold on for The Mother is like known as Mother between X. Well, The Mother, okay, that's it ain't got nothing to do with my, like moms and stuff. It was just some like random Netflix movie. But anyways, she's been married 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times, and you've been in one relationship. Like, and this is like, this was all in the 90s. This ain't, hold on for a second. Was in a nearly decade-long relationship with her high school boyfriend until the mid-90s. Oh, so it did start in the 80s. She would later... You have, okay, so it's like on and off relationship with P. Diddy, okay. So, yeah, alright, so, because I know sometimes when on Wikipedia, when you go into, like, the personal life, it talks on a little bit more, but overall, though, I'm like, fam, you've had 5 relationships, and it was like you was in an on and off relationship with one person, so it's like, why would I take relationship advice from you? Like, that's, I know people gonna probably be all like, fam, why are you trying to start drama with Jennifer Lopez? Because Jennifer Lopez ain't gonna hear this podcast episode. The thing is this, if she hears this podcast episode, then I would like to sit down and have a conversation with her. They're like, I guess, yeah, then maybe that could be the interview or whatever, the conversation, the video. It's like Jennifer Lopez talking to somebody under the age of 33. But my thing is this, it's like, I don't have no issues with any ages, any races, anybody. I'm like, so my thing is this. Whatever that woman's race is, I ain't gonna have no issues with that. Whatever that woman's age is, and the thing is this. I feel that people, instead of having like these silly preferences where it's like, oh, I can't date somebody because of their zodiac sign, I can't date somebody because they don't meet my age and the thing is this about these age requirements. Now, I get if you're somebody in your 20s wanting to also date somebody in their 20s, that's 100% fine. Maybe a little bit older, okay. But when you start exceeding it into like the elderly ages, it's like, okay, that's when I think, yeah, some questions are going to be asked. But at the end of the day, I'm like, even when I do see stuff like that, That's not my business. I don't care for that. Yeah, I might say some things about it, but at the end of the day, I'm like, fam, that's how I personally feel. And so the thing is this, when I go out, and that's just something that I want to let people know about my podcast episodes, YouTube videos, whatever the situation is. When I'm talking on that stuff, I'm talking on it from my own personal feelings. I don't want nobody to follow my feelings. I don't want nobody to follow my messages or anything, unless it's something like positive, and motivational. Okay, but my preferences, my choices in life and all that, yeah, that's for me. But at the end of the day, even if it is on some motivational stuff, even if it is, I want people to follow their own messages. I want people, as long as it's positive, and it's going to get you through in life. Not some stuff, it's because I know people, they'll want to like take that, out of context, and they're like, oh, well, TMossBoss said to follow my own messages, now I'm going to go out and do crack. And I'm like, okay, that, I didn't mean it like that, all right? I meant something a little bit more positive and outgoing, something that can have a domino effect where it's like generations down the line, people still following through with your messages and they living a successful life. Because I'm like, yeah, the world we live in, it can be crazy at times, all right? So, but anyways, that's what I guess I more so try to like put out there, and it's like on some stuff where it's just, I can't put no group down because of whatever they got going on, unless it's like some negative things, because I know people will probably be all like, oh, you tried to put this group down and all they were trying to do was help you. No, they were racist. I'm like, racism ain't helping me. I'm like, so that stuff like that, where it's like, yeah, if it's on some negative stuff, then it's like, okay, yeah, I'm 100% gonna put that group down. But if it's on something that the person ain't got no control over, like their race, their age, who they are, the family they come from, whatever the situation is, and this person is trying to live their own life, but it's like they're constantly being criticized for whatever life that they're living. It's like, fam, I can't help it that I'm under the age of 33. I can't help it that I'm black. I can't help it on any stuff that anybody wants. I can't do. My thing is this. And I know people, they'll probably look at me and be all like, oh, well, you're a content creator and I don't date content creators. Fam, this is the job that I wanted. So I'm like, I'm not looking for somebody that's going to hate content creators. I honestly want somebody that's going to accept me for who I am. That's all that I care about. So I'm like, all this extra stuff, I'm like, that's the thing where it's like when people, because I know there will be a day, well, I highly doubt there'll be a day, because I don't think not too many people really follow through with that whole, not dating a guy under the age of 33, but let's just say they did, right? Let's just say me and this girl, we're talking, we're hitting it off. Out of nowhere, she asked me my age, and I'm thinking to myself, weird. We wasn't even talking about that, but all right, I'm 27 years old, just turned 27 last month. This girl looked me in my face and say, I'm sorry, but I can't date a guy under the age of 33 because I'm a big fan of Jennifer Lopez, and I got to follow through with her messages. I don't know who's going to get up and walk away first, but I know I'm getting up and I'm walking away, and I'm going to act like I ain't never had no conversation with that girl a day in my life. I am going to forget about her. I am going to move on. I am going to live my life as if that situation never happened, all right? Because, no, people, it's like you have to understand, it's like, again, I ain't got no control over my age. Fam, in 1996, I was born into this world unaware of what was going on. So, my thing is this. Am I supposed to go back in time? Next year, am I supposed to celebrate, instead of my 28th birthday, I'm supposed to celebrate my 34th birthday? I'm saying, fam, I ain't got no issue being 27 years old. I ain't got no issues being black. I ain't got no issues with anything that a person wants to tie me down to. I'm like, this is my life. I want to live it. I don't want to live a life that Jennifer Lopez wants me to live. And maybe she's not saying that, but at the same time, it's like there's going to be people that follow through with that message. Like there's big fans, because that's one thing that people need to understand is that when you have a platform, and I feel like that there's people, so here's the thing. I do feel that with celebrities, they'll go out and say some crazy things because they want to get some stuff stirred up. Because I'm trying to think, I really don't know what Jennifer Lopez was doing in 2019. So maybe, yeah, she just said that just to get some drama stirred up. I don't know. But anyways, what people need to understand about when you have a platform, and I'm going to end it out off after this. But anyways, I meant the podcast episode. I don't want nobody thinking I'm going crazy or anything. It's that I'm ending the podcast episode. All right, I will be streaming later on tonight and every other night. I am okay. This, I promise you, what Jennifer Lopez said, I ain't gonna lose no sleep over it. All right. But anyways, no, when you have a platform, right, and you're a big entertainer of some sorts. If you go out, my thing is this. Let's say I have 100 million followers, right, on every platform possible. 100 million subscribers on YouTube, 100 million followers on Twitch, 100 million followers on TikTok. Everywhere. I am famous everywhere. I go out and I say, I don't like white people. White people have upset me. White people have done this. White people have done that. Guess who's going to be getting attacked later on after wherever I say that? White people. That's the thing that people need to understand about when you put messages out there and it's messages like negative messages, people are going to listen to that. They're going to follow that. The reason why I say that is because, fam, I went through a 4-year-long beef with a content creator that made nothing but videos about me, tweets about me, probably was making a bunch of different social media posts about me across everywhere. People seen that, they followed through with those messages, and guess what? All that hatred and racism that he had going on went into them fans. Now I'm getting racist and hateful comments everywhere. And I'm thinking to myself, fam, how did I upset this many people? I'm confused, but then when you sit down and you think about it, and then it's like, that's even getting back to this Jennifer Lopez stuff, when it's like you talking to all these different women, and they're like, oh, sorry, can't date you because you're under the age of 33. And it's like, fam, then when you find that source, then you're like, oh, that's why. There's just, there's people out there where it's like they can't follow through with their own life that they want to live. They want to follow through with, everybody else's life because they're a fan of that person. But at the end of the day, if I'm approached by somebody and they carrying on like that, I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm going to let you do your thing, and I'm going to do my thing. All right, so anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Also, make sure you follow me across all social media platforms at TMossBoss. Make sure you use my promo code for both SeatGeek and Rogue Energy it's not at TMossBoss. The promo code is just TMossBoss. No ats, no nothing, all right? Just TMossBoss. And also, with my age, it shouldn't have no effect, all right? So my future wife, whoever, I am available, all right? So anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.